Good morning, Canalmen, and welcome back to another episode of Keeping Up with Canalmen. I'm Nathan Reynolds.
And I'm Quinn Moriarty. We will now be focusing on more of an athletic base rather than school events.
Yeah, so let's get to it. First up, we have boys hockey, who has a 6-10-1 record. Last Wednesday, Bourne had a tough loss against a great Somerset program, 5-2. Cole Thomas had 2 goals, and James Kyle 1 assist. Goalie Jackson Paulberg kept him in the game the whole time. Last Saturday, Bourne had a tough loss against Great New Bedford 2-1 on Great New Bedford senior night. Great New Bedford had a great game. Lone goal by Griffin Kelly. How do you feel that game went, Quinn?
Bourne struggled to get. I mean, they did have a lot of good chances, but overall, I think Great New Bedford really stepped up that game.
Bourne will look to bounce back against Nantucket on home Monday, a team they crushed early in the season. So hopefully there's some hope there that they can get a strong win. And next Wednesday, February 12th at 4:30, it's Bourne senior night. So everyone show out, support the seniors. And they play Apponequet, a team they also beat earlier this season. And that's 2 opportunities for some late season wins to get them in the tournament. How do you feel about that, Quinn?
They need to take advantage and win both games here. I'm looking Nantucket, winnable game, and hopefully big senior night win would be great.
So if Bourne gets 2 wins, you can see him sneaking into the playoffs.
Moving on, boys basketball standing at 15-1. Tuesday night we had a big win on 78-25 over Case, and we clinched the SEC gold back-to-back years. And Mikey and Nate both had 18. And congrats to Patrick Keefe, who had 18 points. My apologies. First career varsity points.
Congrats, Patrick.
And on Friday night, we played Greater New Bedford at their place. Very hostile. And we were led by Emery with 23 and 5 rebounds, Nate with 21 and 19, Mikey with 18 and 15, a double-digit assists, and James, first career start?
Yeah, first career start.
17 points and 3 assists.
Yeah, James came out big that game. He came out strong. Hit, I think, 4 threes in the first quarter. He played a great game.
Much needed. And tomorrow night, big game, 6:30 against Wareham, state championship rematch, Division 4. How do you feel You ready?
I'm ready. I'm definitely ready. I feel like we have a good chance to get a solid win. Hopefully get a big crowd out. I mean, it probably will be. Rematch of the state championship. I know, we'll see. Hopefully it's a good game.
Gym will probably be packed for that. And it's looking like Friday's game, there's a South Coast Conference crossover game. And looking like it's going to be we're going to be at Somerset Berkeley. And we lost them earlier. That was our one loss this season. Close one.
Yeah, it was a really good game. And I expect it to be the same this time too. But more to play for today. SEC championship.
I know. Oh my gosh. And also next weekend, the 16th and 17th, we have a Winterfest tournament over the break. We play Plymouth South in the first game. Yeah. And we do not know the second opponent just yet.
Yeah. The Winterfest tournament, we've hosted that at Bourne the past 2 years, and we've won it both times. How do you feel going into that tournament?
Plymouth South's looking very strong this year. They're high ranking in Division 2. Should be a challenging one.
Yeah, I believe they're number 7 in D2, so that's a good challenge for get us ready for playoffs. Next we have girls basketball, who has a 15-2 record. On Monday, it was their senior night. They had a heartbreaking loss against New Bedford Vogue, 50-63. It was a well-fought game. Bourne maybe should have limited the turnovers there, but hey, they played good. And they're 15-2, so can't complain about that. It was led by Paige Meda, who had 20 points, McKinley, who had 8, and Reagan, who had 7. And Tuesday night, dominating win against Case, 65-31. Led by Paige with 19 points, Aubrey with 14 points, and Nola with 12. And Thursday, a great win against ORR, 52-39 in overtime. That's led by Paige, 21 points, Reagan 14, and McKinley 7. Quinn, that OT win, what do you feel about that?
Oh my gosh. They held them to only 3 points in overtime. Exploded in OT for the Canalmen.
And they scored 16 too. How do you feel like about getting ready for playoffs?
Oh yeah, ramp up practice time now. Yeah.
And upcoming for the SEC crossover game, that's to be determined. next Friday.
Looking like maybe OR again, or
Yeah.
Pontiac,
Yeah.
one of those two.
And Tuesday, they are at New Bedford. And starting now, we have a new section. It's the tournament outlook as we get closer to the playoffs. And
So for start, the boys hockey team is right now the number 31 seed, and the top 32 make it. And there is like some playing games for like if you're over 500 and you're out of the 32, then you still get a playing game to get in. So right, they need more boys hockey. If they can win these 2 games this week, they have a good chance.
yeah, they need a couple big wins to get them in the playoffs. But do you think they will do that?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that they play strong, come out, win a couple of games. They're going to have some momentum going into the
Get some confidence
going into the playoffs. And I feel like they have a chance to upset one of the higher teams. I mean, we'll see, though.
Yes. And boys basketball standing at number 3 seed in Division 4. We're trying to stay in the top 4 and clinch some good home court advantage. We're looking to make a state title, back-to-back years. It's going to be tough, though. Some great teams in Division 4.
There are some great teams that are mid-tier ranking, so it'll be a tough challenge for us to get back. But, if we work hard, get all our stuff right, we have a good chance.
Girls basketball standing at the number 5 seed in Division 4. They're looking to sneak into the top 4 and also get that home court advantage and a great shot to reach the Final Four. Try to avoid Cathedral at all costs.
Last year, I believe they went to Elite 8 and lost a tough one away. I don't remember who it was against, but, they had a tough game. But girls basketball, looking good this year. They didn't really lose that much talent. I mean, they had people step up this year. And, they have a good chance to go far.
Yes.
Next, we'll be joined by Paige Meda from the girls basketball team. And we are now joined by Paige Meda. Thank you for joining us, Paige.
Of course. Thank you for having me.
Anytime. Overall, how do you feel like the season is going so far?
I think it's been pretty good so far. We've had a few tough losses, but hopefully we could maybe get a rematch on Friday with one of the teams, and senior night was just a tough one overall.
Yeah.
So how does it feel to win the South Coast Conference gold for the 3rd consecutive year?
Good. It feels really good. We definitely was like a goal for us going into this season, and we did it pretty early on, so it felt good.
Yeah, that's a pretty amazing. I want to say 3 years in a row,
Dominating.
Dominating the SEC. In the OT game against Old Rochester, describe your emotions, and does that play a factor in going into the playoffs and potentially having one of those games go into overtime?
Honestly, not really. Before the game, it was we were kind of nervous, but we were all excited for the game because we knew it was going to be a fun one. But during the game, nothing, it didn't really feel real, any of it. So when we got to overtime, it just felt like another quarter that we had to just finish strong or get more points than they did.
So when you look at the Division 4 playoff bracket, who do you think's looking good?
Definitely Cathedral.
Yeah.
I think they won the state championship the past 3 years, something like that, and they're always number 1 of our division. But the top 4 teams looking pretty good, but I think we have a chance.
Are there any potential rematches you want to have from last year's state tournament?
From last year's, I'd say probably Tingsboro, but they're not the same team they were last year. They lost their 2 best players, but out of all the teams we played last year, they're definitely the one that we want to beat.
So you have a chance to break the Bourne's all-time girls scoring record of 1,364. How does it make you feel?
It's pretty cool. I didn't really know about it until a few weeks ago, but it was I think it was set 27 years ago or something like that, so it would be something cool to
Oh my
beat.
gosh.
Yeah, that'd be amazing for school.
Yeah.
I'd get the community around, especially going into playoffs.
Yeah,
That could give
definitely.
you motivation and help a team out really get hyped for playoffs.
Oh, so how much would a state title mean during your last year of playing high school basketball?
That'd be awesome. It's definitely the goal, especially to go out strong with that would be pretty amazing.
Yeah. We want to congratulate you on your commitment to New England University.
University of New England.
Yeah.
Thank you.
That's amazing.
Congrats, Paige.
Thank you.
Thank you, Paige, for joining us and letting us know about girls basketball, and thank you, Quinn, for joining me again.
Thank you, Nate.
And that concludes this week's episode of Keeping Up with Canalmen. We want everyone to have a great February break.